tree.
Cool. Let me mute this one. All right, and just like that, we are live. All right, welcome to episode 4 of the United Against Cancer podcast. I'm hosting it once again, Coach Tay hosting it once again. I want to welcome everybody. If you are watching, please like and subscribe this video to the YouTube channel. We have a special podcast today, man. We got some real special people. We waiting on a couple of guys to tune in. They getting done with events that they had planned, man, giving back to the city. This episode 4 is called The Give Back. Every last dude on this panel today, one way or other, are always giving back. They give back daily. Not every once in a while, not every other event. These guys give back daily. I'm gonna let each person introduce themselves. Start with you, Rashad. Go ahead.
How y'all doing? I'm Rashad McKinney. I'm the founder of the PM Sports. The PM Sports basically stands for your personal, your private, and your professional image. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. And also, like, I'm a Chicagoan. I'm a Chicagoan, so that's just me.
Go ahead, Larry.
First, giving honor to God, who's head of my life. My organization is called Who Party Get Off the Court. Doing great things, not just in Inglewood, but across the city, giving back to the youth, because a lot of kids, they need great guys such as myself that's on the panel tonight. Big brother Kenny, he's from Inglewood, did a lot of events with him. So it's a great honor to be on this panel with you guys, man. I appreciate it.
Boss Doss.
How y'all doing? My name is Kenny Doss. Like Larry said, we do a lot of work in the Inglewood community, and now it's time to give back and to the whole city and spread our wings, because it's more youth out here that needs help than just Inglewood. So we started in Inglewood. That's the foundation. I'm from Bridging the Gap Globally, which is a nonprofit organization, which I'm the president of. And yeah, it's just about taking it bigger than just where I'm from, the communities I grew up in.
Danka. Danka, can you hear us? I know he's in the gym working out with some kids right now. That's what I'll let. Danka Beasley is the founder of Danka Basketball right now. He's doing a camp right now with his kids. I know he said he was trying to close that out. I know how that go, bro. Last week I was in here rushing, trying to get leaving practice, getting it done. So I know what he's going through. We're gonna proceed anyway, so we can make sure we on schedule. We're gonna keep everybody tonight. I know these guys got busy schedules. First and foremost, let's talk about what communities do you guys serve?
Born and raised in the Inglewood community. Served Inglewood like with Kenny. But now it's time to step outside of Inglewood, because we got kids all over the city who need guidance, who need our leadership. So it's not just about Inglewood right now, it's about the whole city of Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, Larry said the same exact thing that I was gonna say. Born and raised in Inglewood, that's why I started, and we striving for to be global. That's what the organization is about, bridging the gap globally. So that's my aim. That's my overall end goal.
Shot.
Well, I feel like I service all of Chicago. I done had players like Kenny that's from Inglewood. guys from out west, guys from just everywhere. But I'm originally from over east. That's where my heart at. That's the area that I am pushing going into this summer to attack, to plant my flag. Like I love the East Side. I love everything about it. I love the way we talk, our lingo, just everything about living over East. And we had a lot of great guys to come from over East to overcome the violence and stuff like that. So the community that I'm attacking as far as going into the summer is Chicago, in general, but I'm going to plant my flag where I'm from, and that's over East.
Appreciate that, man. I admire all the work y'all do in the city, man. It's real genuine. A lot of the stuff y'all do is from the heart, and I really appreciate what y'all do, man. I sit and watch and follow y'all daily. I know I have a conversation with Rashad and Larry all the time. Kenny, we gotta do more talking, man. I really love to do more linking up with you. Next question. How long have you been servicing these communities?
I've been doing basketball in the Inglewood community now going on 10 years. It first started out with my bro Chop with starting with me, which was right down the street from what Kenny was doing his thing, him and his dad. That's when I first met them. I met them through Chop. And it's a nice thing to do for the kids with their organization, the Bridging the Gap globally, then with starting with me. It's a great thing going on in Inglewood. But the thing I don't like about it, that it goes unnoticed because the kids we deal with is Black. And one thing I told Kenny and I told his dad, if we had a lot of white kids playing ball with us, it'd get the TV time, it'd get everybody to come out and see it. But we've been making it by the grace of God that we keep the kids on the right track and keep them doing the right thing, though. But it's gonna change because Inglewood is changing itself. But at the end of the day, like Kenny said, it's time to go global to reach the whole city. And I really do want to do some work on the East Side with the big guy because the East Side is being left out. But we got to bring some light to the East Side and show them that there's great guys over there, such as himself and the rest of the kids. So my motto this year going into 2022 is no kid left behind. And the main thing, what we might have to do, and I just told a lot of other guys, let's go back to the basics. Let's reach out to the grammar school kids because the grammar school kids is being left out. Everybody focusing on the high schoolers, but it's time to go back to the grammar school kids from first grade through eighth. And if we can reach out to them and mold them to how we want them to be, then we'll know we're doing a great job in molding the grammar school kids to how we want them to be. And I think it's time to go back to the grammar, really put a lot into these grammar school kids.
Yeah. For me, I've been doing work. My father, he been doing work for a while, so I was in the transition of playing basketball and really going to school. So I was kind of focused on trying to achieve my goals with becoming a professional athlete, which that didn't work. So I started doing work about 2016 in the Inglewood community. And just to touch on something that Larry said, like what a lot of people really don't understand is we have imaginary lines in our community. We have those lines where if I'm from this side of these blocks, I don't go there. And what we do is I'm like almost east of what Larry and them courts are. Just it's a few blocks. I know it probably sounds crazy, but it's that imaginary line where those kids don't mix with each other. And when we do our tournaments together, we bring those kids in one space. And what you will see is now those kids interact with each other, kids that live 2 blocks from each other but would never coexist, would never have a conversation with each other to see that they like the same things and got so much in common. So I think that's what's great about the work that we've been doing that, like he said, goes unnoticed. But I feel like when the opportunity presents itself, it won't be what we trying to do. It'll be what we've been doing, and people will see the story and see the foundation that we built. And it's going to be so powerful to even see that this been going on for these many years.
I agree.
Well, to piggyback on what you guys are saying, and I know I'm supposed to be answering the question, but it's not going unnoticed. It's not going unnoticed because at the end of the day, y'all changing lives. And whether it's 1, 2, 3, 4 people whose lives that you change, those are 4 kids who probably would never had a conversation. Those are 4 kids that probably, didn't know that the people that they thought was ops the other day was really actually cool dudes and dudes that that they had a lot in common. So it's like, sometimes it's like, it's not going to be blasted publicly. I feel like I do a lot of stuff that sometimes it's not blasted publicly, but as long as people know and God know, I'm cool with that. So it's not gonna never go unnoticed, you know what I'm saying? Because what you give is you gonna reciprocate that tenfold. So like I just feel like you guys just gotta keep pushing and keep doing the stuff that y'all doing, you know what I'm saying? And then if the world don't see it, the hood see it. And at the end of the day, the hood affects the world. Anything that goes on in the hood, it eventually hits the world. So that's how I grind. Like I've been doing this since 2000 and I want to say 15, 14. I actually started, it's crazy. I started on 63rd in Dorchester at Apostolic. I started with one person, and it just blossomed into, just a family. I got kids that I dealt with who never knew each other that eventually became friends. It's dudes that Kenny didn't know that eventually became people that he talked to on a day-to-day basis. And that's what I'm telling y'all. And that's what, like you say, what you're doing, Larry, and what you're doing, Kenny, together, y'all bridging that gap. And that was my plan. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be able to get kids who's from the suburbs, kids that was from everywhere. And it's crazy. Y'all gonna get a chance to see the fruits of your labor because I look at what's going on. Like I see people like Corbin. Corbin works for Nike. Corbin is in the gym with me. You know what I'm saying? The lady Bree, I remember she came and did an interview for me and just see how powerful she is within Nike. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, Kenny, and just all these different people who I didn't really know. But what happened was I just had access to something that they want. And that's what you guys are doing. And like I said, I commend you guys. And anything that you want to do with me over East, bro, I'm with it. Like I'm dead serious about this summer with that. So like I said, I've been doing this for I want to say 7, 8 years or whatever the case may be, but it's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. Like I haven't even really got started to what I'm about to start doing.
Yeah, Rashad, and it's crazy that you said that because there's some guys that I done met from the low end, some guys that I done places that I probably would never go on a day-to-day basis, and those are guys that I trust with my life, vice versa. So yeah, like what Rashad, I have met some lifelong friends from being in the gym right there on 63rd and Dorchester, which is a place that I probably wouldn't go if I wasn't coming into that gym with him through somebody that I met and trusted and built a lifelong relationship with Rashad as well.
That's good work, man. There's them small steps into building relationships, bro, is really big. You guys are doing just that. Bridging the gap, Kenny, is the perfect name for what you're doing, man. What you got going, for sure. So again, y'all work never go unnoticed, man. Like I said, I watch all the time. Like I'm big fans of everybody that's on this panel, and even the people that couldn't even make it. I'm huge fans, man. Like Rashad is here every day. Like, bro, I'm just trying to get to your level, bro. I want to, be able to do the things that you do, touch as many lives as you have, bro. Because what you're doing is big time. Like, I know a lot of people that's like, I was in the laundromat one day, bro, and a guy walked in with a Trust God shirt on, right? And I'm like, I'm like, that's my homie dude on Trust God. That's my homie Rashad. Like, that's my big brother. He like, yeah, man, like, Rashad, a good dude, man. It looks just stuff like that, man, to let you know it's not going unnoticed. It's not mainstream, but it's not going unnoticed. For sure, for sure. Next question is, what inspired you guys to want to give back? To, you know what I'm saying, with all the negativity, what I'm saying, we just discussed that it's not even getting the mainstream media. Like, what continues to motivate you, inspire you to be like, you know what, I'm not gonna give up on my people. I'm still gonna give back.
For myself, man, I tell everybody, born in Inglewood, born, didn't want for anything, like born with a silver spoon in my mouth. And when you see the kids in Inglewood that don't have the good things or can't get the good things like other kids got, that's what made me really go hard for these kids, because some kids not getting the love at home that we might get, us guys on this panel. So to be a man that look at them, and these kids looking up to you as looking up to us as role models, that's what my passion was, to get back to them, never let them down, don't betray them, don't mislead them, because they looking up to me every day, all day, especially Kenny. Kenny's a great dude. I love him. He got a lot of influence on kids in Inglewood, just like I do. So for us, it's like when they see us out there, they looking at us, and it's just, you got to keep these kids from making mistakes like other kids make. Because like I tell the kid, these streets don't love you. If you think they love you, they'll eat you up and spit you out. And then it's two things, either jail or death. So I don't want the kids to go to jail, and I sure don't want them to be killed. So that's what made me go hard for them every day, all day.
True words, true words.
For me, it was me chasing a dream, right? As far as trying to become a professional athlete. And I didn't really have nobody to open up them doors for me. I really didn't have no big brother. You know, my father, he didn't go to college. He didn't play sports at that level. And you know, we talk about the streets, but sometimes we forget about how stressful it could be of not achieving your dreams, or like for me, going school to school, having to start over, losing credits, but wanting something so bad that you willing to do anything. So I wanted to be that person who could help those same students in our community not make the mistakes, right? So as far as something simple as, I know you want to you want to play basketball, you want to be a professional athlete, but who are you as a person? Do you know yourself? Uh, what do you want to be when you grow up if this don't work out? What are your other goals? What are you good at? What are you not good at? How could you work on certain things as far as who you are as a man? And those were the things that I never thought about, because my whole life has just been ball, 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 ball. So what I try to do is feed them the medicine through the candy, right? We all like basketball. That's the thing to do. So while you here playing basketball and I got your attention in your ear, here, take this with you. You know what I'm saying? If you need something, holler at me. Like as far as whether you're going through something to school with a young lady, because to be honest, those are the small things that people fail to realize, that as a young man, we go through troubles like that. You know what I'm saying? Trying to figure out who we are in this world. Try to, you know, fit in for young ladies. But if you got somebody guiding you and giving you those jewels, it'll help you navigate through life a little easier. Not saying that, you know, everything is going to be peaches and cream, but I feel like it'll make your decision making skills a little sharper, a little better. So that's what made me start doing this work. And it's just a feeling of giving back. It's just that it's like that feeling of when you're on a roller coaster and you at that top right before it drop. That's what I feel like at events, when everything just came together and you see the smiles on the kids' face in the community. That's why I do what I do.
I love that, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Well, I do what I do because people told me I couldn't. Like people told me it's this right. What I'm doing right now today, they say it won't work in Chicago. They say it was impossible for me to do this in Chicago and be who I am. So I did it to prove people wrong. Like I'm an a-hole. Like you tell me no, I'm a do it just so I can show you I can do it. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like our kids get the bad raps for what you say 15% of the people that's in the community. So your child could be a good student, a good kid, but he's gonna get judged when he go out of town. And the first thing they're gonna say to him, "Are you from Chicago? Do you know this person? You know that person?" So I do it. So I'm trying to change that. I want people to go out of town and be like, "Man, you from Chicago? Man, I heard that's an amazing place." I don't want people to leave my city and be like, "Oh, y'all, yeah, you from Chicago," and then first thing they do is affiliate us with rappers and gangs and stuff like that. Like it's a different type of stigma. So that's why I decided to do it because people told me that I couldn't do it. They told me this not gonna work. They said you couldn't. There's no way you can build something like this in Chicago. And this panel was just showing us that it's possible. You know what I'm saying? So that's the real reason why I did it because I'm stubborn and I'm an a-hole.
No, real truth, man. That's kind of just this event alone, man. Like just to be honest with you, with the All-Star event, Rashad will tell you like I'm the same way, stubborn. Everybody's like, man, they're not gonna come together, bro. They're not gonna do this. They're not gonna do that. It's not gonna happen like that. And I said, and I talked to like last year for the event. I talked to Rashad every day. I know his wife probably got tired of me calling him. Come look, Rashad, look, bro. I need to figure out this, bro. What we got to do to get this done, bro. Like, okay, I want to add this. He man said, look, is your vision. You got to work through your vision, bro. Whatever you feel like gonna happen, you gonna make it happen. And last year, even though COVID was big, the event to me was like a big success. And it's like I don't even know how to describe it, bro. After like I sat down at the Hammond Civic Center, bro. I watched the people in the stands and I watched the event unfold and I watched everybody come together. And it was a beautiful feeling, bro, to have this opportunity to bring the city together, not just one community, but not even just the city, the state, because we had kids from everywhere. We had kids from Danville. We had kids from Wilmington. We had kids from Lombard. We had kids from everywhere. So just to bring the state together to come see a group of kids play basketball, bro, and to give these kids that platform that they deserve was gigantic to me, man. It was a blessing to allow people to get that stage off something that hurt me. You know what I'm saying with my cancer and everything, it was like, how can I give back on something that kind of took everything away from me? I was just talking to somebody about the whole situation, how he a big believer in God, and just saying God to take everything from you to help you gain the world, right? So, and that's kind of what it was, man. I was living a glorious life at that moment, like playing at basketball at a high level, and it was just stripped away from me. And I could have easily gave up, but he put me in a situation to show me, this is your calling. Your calling is to help these young men be better men. And that's why I strive, because I know a lot of these guys, they like I said, they need the guidance from a Larry, from a Rashad, from a McKinley, from a Danker, from a Kenny. Like they need this guidance from you guys. And, I look up to you guys. I look for you guys for the advice. So then bring me to my next question is, what hurdles have you guys faced in, helping the community? Like what are some of the hurdles and obstacles you had to overcome?
Well, one thing, the hurdles is for the non-believers that don't believe in what we do. But when God is for you, I don't care who against you, man. It ain't really no hurdles when you put your mind to what you want to do, because God will move your enemies out the way. God will make it, when the road look crooked, he gonna make it straight. So I don't tell you already. I don't look at no hurdles or none. Kenny, me and him did a lot together. So I don't look at hurdles. And you put your mind to something, bro, you're gonna achieve what you're trying to do. And that's what as long as you have faith and believe in God, anything is impossible. It ain't nothing that God was gonna stop you from doing what you want to do. So I just thank God since I've been doing this, I ain't had no hurdles and no worries. When I put my mind to it, take and put it in God's hands, it be successful.
That's what's up, man. My biggest hurdle was being young, though. It was about getting people to believe in me, to get the older people in our community and the younger people to believe in me. Even you from our community, you ain't got nothing. How could you help me? If that makes sense. So it was more so like, how could I position myself to gain the trust of the youth, to gain the trust of my peers, and gain the trust of the older people who've been pillars in our community for years, to believe in me and to let me take on this leadership role, and to let me and give me permission to just give back in our community and want to take it to the next level. Basically, putting a baton in my hand. So that was my biggest hurdle and my biggest challenge. But I think now we to a point to where they see, because in our community, we sometimes we don't trust or believe in a lot of people because we seen like, a lot of people don't believe in politics and everything like that. So we used to people just doing something and showing up just to reap the benefits for what they doing. And I think now over the years, when they see how dedicated I've been and how passionate I've been about my community, I think we good now. We good.
My biggest hurdle since I've been doing this is honestly caring what people think. Just honestly, because sometimes I do things and they be for the right cause, but it can affect the wrong people. You feel what I'm saying? If you understand what I'm saying, like I can do something and somebody could be making money off of it, and then I do something and it'd be crazy and I do it for free. So just basically worrying about what people think was one of my biggest hurdles. And I just adapted to trust God, you know what I'm saying? And that's been my slogan since forever. So it's just, that was the only thing I could do is trust God, you know what I'm saying? So it was like just worried about what people like, oh man, he doing this, that can affect my money. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's doing this, that could stop me from having access to this. You know what I'm saying? So that's like I said, the biggest hurdle that I ever, overcame was just worried about, affecting people that was probably doing some things in the wrong manner or in the wrong, that's just about their self, put it like that. But now I'm at a point in my life to where I got to speak the truth. Like God put me, I'm at that point now. Like when Martin turned into Malcolm, that's what I'm on. I got to speak the truth because it got to change. So that was the biggest thing that I had to overcome.
That's pretty dope, man. That's inspiring, man, what you guys are saying, and you facing a hurdle, especially with Larry saying, how his faith in God, led him to not believe in the hurdles, to, Rashad sharing your insight, to, you trying to overcome caring about what people thinking, and Kenny, with you being young, man, it's inspiring. I'm pretty sure people that's watching, can gain a lot from that information. Our next question is like, what are some of the ways that you guys serve your community? Like, describe some of the things that you do.
Well, I'll go first this time. Larry went first all the time, so I want to hear his answer. I want to be able to sit back and chime in to take some of this knowledge that he got. So I'm gonna go first. Well, basically, what I do is I send out quotes. I send out motivational quotes. I pray for people. I do those type of things, but it's quotes in general. And the reason why I do it is like I used to do it all the time, like every day, but I do it, you know, I'm learning to listen to God. Because sometimes some stuff that I send out is not for people, it's for me. And I'm learning that. So what I do is I try to just send out, you know, quotes, and I probably send out like 200-300 quotes when I send it. And it's just the end. Like I say, you never know what a person is going through. A kind word could have a person, you know, change their lives. Like that could be that one word that they needed to not kill themselves. So when he sent it to me, I just sent it out. So that's like one thing that I do try to, you know, and then also letting people know, like, man, it's okay to know God. Like even if you're a sinner, like it's okay to know God, because at the end of the day, he has something that's called, I think it's a sinner's prayer. You know what I'm saying? So just know, like, if he has a sinner's prayer, he knows that we sinners. You know, so I try to make sure people understand, like, bro, you can serve God and be who you are, because if he's chosen you to do something, he already knew what you was when he chose you. So that's what I want. I want people to get a better meaning of what it is to be within Christ. And it's way bigger than what we think it is. It's knowing him, because he know you. You know, so those are, like I say, some things I'm just trying to bring more people to the light and just motivate as much as I can.
Appreciate that answer.
Yeah, that was dope. I could say Rashad have sent me plenty of quotes, and it'd be right on time. And when he send it to me, I got to call him like, how you know what's going on with me? Like, it'd be crazy. It'd be like perfect time. But some of the things that I do to help my community, that was the question, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because I started off, like I was saying, as basketball, but it kind of like, man, I'm kind of like all over the place. I pretty much do what needs to be done. I ran for political office because I felt like we needed change in our community as far as the funding that's coming through it, the vacant properties, the vacant houses with a lot of young girls coming up missing, getting people registered to vote in my community, from setting up homeless shelters to standing up to getting behind the kids when they was closing all the schools in Inglewood, because a lot of people didn't really want to hear what the youth had to say about them closing their schools. And a lot of them just felt like, I can't go on that side of the town for school. I can't go over here for school. So once they close the school, I'm not going to school. So, you know, we went to City Hall, buses. They got the chance to stand up and stand in front of the board and let their voices be heard. Back to school drives, book bag drives, toy drives. I don't know if I said that, turkey drives, like getting people vaccinated, getting COVID shots or whatever, just like whatever pretty much needs to be done, I do it, because I feel like I know what it's like to not have, and I know what it's like to need something and it not to be at your fingertips. And you see other people in different communities, or you even see things just on TV, and it's like, man, I wish I had the opportunity to do that, or man, I need this. So that's pretty much what I do. Any resources or valuable things I could bring back to my community, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, that's dope, bro.
Yeah, that man, they just said a mouthful, man. But this past weekend, I did an event with CPD for seniors, or feeding the seniors, because, like I say, we so much forget about who prayed the way for us, which is some of these seniors out here, as well as, you know, we can't forget about who made it possible for us to be where we at, and that's God. So I try to give back, just not in basketball, whatever I can do in the Inglewood community, just not in Inglewood, but in the city, I'm willing to give back, because it's a blessing when you can bless others, when it's a blessing. So that's a good thing. You already know it, can't know it. I ain't got a time to kick it with Rashad, but I'm gonna make sure we link up, because I see he's a positive brother that God is using in such a good way, man. So one thing about it, I see what's going to happen is when we all link up together and doing God's work, nobody can stop us. So I appreciate all what them brothers doing day in and day out, such as yourself, Tay.
Appreciate that. All right. Before we get to the last two questions, right? Let's get to some off-topic stuff, right? Let's get to everybody here saying they hooper. So let's top 5 hoopers of all time.
In the city of Chicago.
No, just all time.
Why we just don't do the city, bro?
Okay, we can do the city.
In the city, my top 5 of all time: Amari Sawyer, I say D Rose, I say Tom Tom.
Yeah.
I say Tom Tom. I say Big Dre. And the reason why I say Big Dre is not because you got a relationship with him, but Chicago has never seen nothing like that come through the city. Eddie Curry stayed in the suburbs. Like I'm talking about, never seen a force like that. You heard Rob say he took 2 city championships from him. Like you never seen nothing like that ever come through the city. There's no BS. And then I would say I'm gonna give you a wild card. And a lot of people, I will put Cedric Banks there, but I gotta have a wild card. And I would say Corey Minifield. People probably don't know about Corey Minifield. Corey Minifield was so cold, bro. He was so cold. He was like a 6'6", 6'7" guard, bro. So that's what I would say my 5 plus my honorable mention.
The great part about your top 5, I played with 4 out of the 5. I played with Amari. I played with Tone Tone. I played with Big Dre, of course. I played with Fed Bank, and I played with Porter.
Mm-hmm.
So I know personally, like they just make the game so much easier, bro.
And I could have picked anybody else. Honestly, I could have picked the Wills or the Luthers, but I'm talking about we're about enlightening and giving people their flowers. Like those are people that's gonna always go down in Chicago, Lord Doc, all those people. But these are people who honestly changed the game. Like Tom Tom was the first person, and he's younger than me, that I done watched in the game just affect the whole game with rebounds, steals, defense, and scoring. You feel what I'm saying? And so like these are players that sometimes don't get their flowers, but they was elite players. Like Cedric Banks was one of the best singers in the country. Like people don't know that. Like he was actually one of the best singers in the country. Period. Like they was smoking people. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that's what I'm saying. Like we the people that had all the I ain't gonna say hype, but they was noticeable people. You know, of course you can go with those, but like I'm about like letting people know like Amari Sawyer was the first 15-year-old to ever have a shoe deal. Kids don't know that. So
no, but you fired, though. I just want to let you know that. We'll talk about it later. Kenny, I ain't make his top 5. I'm supposed to be little bro. He fired.
I'm sorry.
Who next? Who got their top 5 next?
I got a top 5, but it's crazy because my top 5 different because y'all got to think about the age difference and the guys that when I was playing small fry, they was in high school. I remember that. You know what I'm saying? To go and see them. Sharon Collins, Pat Bev, D Rose, and then I'm gonna come down a little younger than my era, Jabari Parker and Shank, right? Malcolm Griffin. And the reason why I say that is I watch his work is crazy like no other. And I watched him working at it. He's not ain't reached his prime yet, but I'm just study watching him level up. He definitely had to be outside.
That's a valid top.
Facts. Go ahead, Larry. So you.
In my era, man, I like my boy Johnny Melvin, Smooth, Jamie Brandon, Kevin Garnett, Deion Thomas, and I liked it, Melvin Foster. So them the guys that I came up with in that era, went to school with, have majority all the ones I named. So it's like everybody got their different era of basketball players.
And just like that, all y'all fired. I'm making
Take that. Look at Tay.
who gonna be my dope person for this all-star event? I'm charging all y'all double. And that's the crazy part about it. All y'all supposed to get in free. I'm charging y'all double. I'm putting y'all name on the list, charge them double. I'm putting, you know what? Put three cash signs next to these guys' name, man. They gotta pay triple.
I'm paying anyway.
No, you're not, bro.
It's about support. I did it last year. I told you. I'm paying. She just snitched on me.
She did.
I'm paying again.
When she got to, I say, Rashad came in. He paid. He had a hoodie on. First of all,
and like ain't nobody gonna know who you is,
right? Man. Like this man,
and I bet he had his logo on the hoodie too.
This man goes up to the table with his hoodie on and pay and say, "Don't tell Tay."
I paid through the other little girl though. She didn't know who I was, and I think she probably asked her like, "Did they pay?" We paid for everybody too.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody paid. Everybody that came in with me paid. And we gotta understand that too, though, bro. Like we gotta support, like that's the number one thing. Like people put it like this. That stuff costs money, bro. It costs money, and people would put put people that have no ties in the city, no ties. You go to the McDonald's game, you paying. You go to the Jordan game, you paying. You go to all these different situations, but then it's somebody who's trying to do something in the city, and the first thing you say is, "Oh man, bro, you want me to come? Can I get in free?" Why? You don't tell Nike to give you free shoes. I mean, I'm just being honest. Like I do stuff and I do it without getting paid for it, but I understand what you're trying to build, and you can't build that without money. You can't build it without money. So we got to start like, nah, I'm gonna pay again. You feel me? If I gotta pay, I'm gonna pay.
It was different because you was actually helping out.
But that don't mean support is support, bro. I can support you mentally and physically, bro. It's just support. I can't just be like, I'm gonna repost this and then not pay. That don't even make sense. So that means I'm coming in because what people do, they don't just come in by themselves. They come with 3-4 people. Like, yeah, these my people. And he said I can get in free. And now you put her in an uncomfortable situation where she's trying to collect money for 3 people that you invited. Like, no, nigga, you pay. Only people that don't pay is her, your mom, your you know what I'm saying? Them people that was there when you was going through chemo and stuff like that. Them your kids, like them people don't pay. Like I ain't saying that we have to pay, but I'm just saying it's support is support. Like I feel like if Larry got a shirt and he telling me, hey man, I got these shirts, I'm not gonna be like, oh man, you got how much your shirts? Are they $25? Well, man, you should give me 2. He don't get nothing off that. If I support him, then he may come and be like, man, you bought 2 shirts. Here go 2 shirts for free because you bought 2 shirts. Right. Support is support, bro. We gotta get out of there. That's why our money don't circulate. That's why our money don't circulate.
All right, Larry. You didn't get the feel of the event last year. We can speak on that a little bit. So with Kenny and Rashad, Kenny played in the event last year. Give us some of y'all feedback of what y'all thought about the All-Star event last year.
I thought it was dope for it to be the first time, and you didn't do no BS arena. Like everything was everything was done the way it should be done. It was just the support. That's it, bro. It's just a support. Like that's all I'm big on that. Like anybody will tell you, like, I'm big on support. Even if it don't have nothing to do with me. If it's somebody that's doing something, I'm gonna repost it. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it to the best of my ability because it's about support, bro. Like we gotta support each other. Cause you know what happens when we don't support each other? We die. That's my only problem I had with last year is like people didn't support, but other people come. Let other people come to this moment and watch what happens. They gonna run to them, begging them. Oh man, can I
play?
Can
I get a
can I be
jersey?
a part of this? Can I? Man, I do it for free. Niggas, you tell somebody to do something for your event, they got something else to do. They got something else to do. I'm telling you, like, bro, you think I'm playing? I'm just letting you know, bro. Malcolm is going to turn to Martin. Like, it got to change because you know what happens, bro. Anywhere in the world, bro, where 800 people die. Listen to me, 800 people die, bro. Do you know how fast? That's called genocide. 800 people. You didn't even have 800 people to come to your event in 3 days. 800 people is dying in our city, bro, and we just walk around just like, oh, well, it's like this. Like, no, we got to support. We got to support Bridge the Gap. We got to support Larry. We got to support, you know what I'm saying, this cancer event. We got to support all that. Because you know what happens? That's 2 hours that people will be away from being killed. And now you got a kid like, man, I went to that All-Star event and they were shooting on my block. I'm so glad I went.
Or Rashad, my little cousins and my little brothers was there. And they ain't never seen nothing like that. They ain't never been to no game before. They ain't never even experienced nothing like that at all. So it was just for them to be in that big arena looking around like, man, I ain't never seen nothing. They looking down at the court. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just little simple stuff. Everything was done the right way. And say I want to give you your flowers for that as well. Like everything was organized, everything was professional. The from down to the DJ to even the guys that you had come, the uniforms, like everything was done the correct way. And I was happy to be a part of it. And I know what it's gonna be like in the next 10 years. And to be able to pull up a picture and say I played in the first one. That's gonna be like, that's gonna speak volumes.
I know what it's gonna be. That's why I ain't left. And then when we talking about big arenas, when we get in the United Center and we selling that joint out, I'm getting in for free. Why you at TF North and stuff like that? Yeah, I pay, but I ain't paying $30. You tripping? I'm getting in that joint for free. I ain't about to be sitting in. I don't even rock like that. I don't do the rope off, but I'm roping off. You might well tell him, hey, yeah, he get to sit, you know, behind the rope. I'm on that. When we get to that, because it's gonna get that, bro. Because God chose you to do that. He chose you to be this, bro. He chose you. I
appreciate that, man. But I ain't gonna lie. What Kenny was saying about how your cousin felt, bro. I felt like that watching y'all play, bro. Like watching y'all being amazing. Like I watch people walk in the arena, like, bro, this is dope, bro.
Yeah.
Like so many people came up to me like, bro, how you get this? Like, bro, this crazy, bro. Like, yeah, man, this, bro, it just made me feel like all the headaches and the stress I went through was worth it, bro. Rashad
I didn't know that gym was right there. I didn't even know that gym was right there. I swear to God, I didn't know they had a gym like that. I didn't know. I did that big. I didn't know. And I was tweaking like, bro, why we don't be having those games here? Like Chicago versus Indiana. Like, I never knew that gym was right there. I promise you. Didn't know that. So I walked in that gym. I thought you was talking about something like, you know, Park District looking little gym, bro. We walked in that joint, so ring. I'm like, whoa.
Hey, Rashad, Tay hit me up. Tay hit me up about the event. I say, oh yeah, for sure, bro. I'll support. I'll come out, whatever you need me to do. He say, no, I want you to play. I said, what? Play? You know what I'm saying? I ain't hooped in a minute, but that was just a blessing. I appreciate for him even wanting me to come out and do something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking, bro, just may need some help with something, maybe need support. whole time he want me to be a part of it. So I thank you for that, Tay. Like I definitely appreciate that, cause that put me back in them old feelings. Like, you know, you get dressed, suited up, come on that court, you got them lights shining on you, everybody in the crowd, like you put me back in that moment.
Real lights. Nah, that's
No, thanks, bro. No, bro. Look, I tell you all the time, man. I try to do what I do, bro. I want to bring us together. I'm not gonna come with my hand out like, bro, just help me. Nah, bro. Let's build a relationship. Let's build a partnership, bro. I want this to grow exponentially to something greater, bro. I tell Rashad every day, like, man, I can, like you said, 10 years, bro. I can vision this being, like I say it all the time. The reason why I started this event, man, it was like I said, Adam Miller had got snubbed from the McDonald's, and I called Rashad. Hey, bro, I'm finna do something, bro. Watch what I do, bro. My line, Rashad. I said, watch what I do, bro. Bro, we had that 2020 year, like not last year, not this year. That 2020 year, people don't know. We was at the United Center. Like, I had the United Center.
Yeah, that joint's gonna be a zoo.
But I had literally, I had Adam Miller playing, I had Ramin, Jeremiah Williams, everybody. I had everybody. I had Slam, like everybody was like coming out to come see this game. And then COVID happened. But at first I was kind of upset, like, dang, bro, like this would happen. I got all this. What it did was like talking to Rashad, man, and talking to, to people about it. It's like it gave me that time, because I didn't start to try to do the event in January, but it gave me that time to be like, you know what? Let me take my time and do this the right way. And it's not rushed, and it's not, you know what I'm saying, something that I just put together. Let me take my time and do this the correct way and make sure I involve people and I involve the city and I'm not being selfish. I want to make sure this is something like, again, I want this to be our McDonald's game. It's going to happen every year here. I want to make this our round ball classic where it's going to happen every year here, where the kids in the city are like, they're looking forward to playing. The kids in the state like, man, bro, I got to get invited to that. Like, man, you going to, like, man, bro, you make the list? Like this, like that feeling of being a part of it. Like, I want to be able to put these kids in the hotels for that weekend, and, go out and do real all-star game fields and go to the community and read, I'm saying, to the elementary schools and go to the nursing homes and the children's hospitals. And, I really want to touch the community with these kids, because, again, I want these kids to be able to feel like the work they put in these 4 years in high school really meant something. So to have the opportunity to go and feel like, dang, bro, for this weekend, in this moment of my life, I was important.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I signed autographs, I read books, I talked to kids in the hospital. Like, bro, people came to see me play. Like, I sold out an arena, bro. I'm important. I'm somebody. That's a lifelong feeling you can take with you forever. That's a life-changing feeling, bro. Like, dang, bro, I'm the 4 years I put in the blood, sweat, and tears, bro, it meant something.
Mm-hmm.
So now you tell somebody else that, like, bro, that game was dope. Now they I'm saying, doing their best, they working their hardest to get in playing this game to get that feel. And it's just that domino effect, bro. And that's why I want to go with it. That's why this event is like, it's so important to me. Like, it's not because of my cancer or to tell my story about my cancer, bro. It does a number of things. It's that, the basketball side of it, and then also, bro, the other side of it, I don't know if anybody, well, Rashad knows, right? I gave people awards and gave them their flowers for even having to deal and battle with this disease, bro. Like, I bought trophies, and, I gave people their awards. Like, man, look, I know the battle. I know the fight. Let me reward you for this fight, because I know what it's like to go through this. I know what it's like to have chemotherapy sessions and not be able to wake up and, I'm saying, be yourself. Let me give you this reward. Let me give you this token of appreciation. I did that. And then I also took my time and gave people, like, okay, look, you know what? I gave Danko an award, and I'm like, bro, you deserve this, bro. You deserve these flowers, bro, because how much work you're doing in the community. Let me give you this, because you deserve this. You know what I mean? Like, And that's why I want to bring the state together and be just, celebrate that weekend, bro. That's why I made it a weekend. I could have did a day. It just be high school seniors, but I made it a weekend because I want to give as many people their flowers as possible while they're here. A lot of times we often wait too late to be like, man, bro, he was a good dude. But the whole time he had events and he did that and he did this, and we like, yeah, I'm gonna show up, bro, and then never show up. Like, or we never repost his post when he, I'm saying, do something, I'm saying, in the neighborhood, anything like that. And then when he passed away, like, dang, bro, I wish I would have. No, bro, we're going to start, like, Kenny, we're going to start giving you your flowers, bro, because you deserve it. Like Rashad, we gonna give you, you got your award last year. We gonna give you, we gonna give you your flowers, bro, because y'all deserve it. And that's just
Larry, you're gonna get your flowers, bro. You're gonna get your flowers, bro. I don't know. God told me to tell you that. You're gonna get your flowers, Larry. Promise.
Yeah.
I know something crazy, bro. Like people say that, and the realest thing I tell people in this, like, no politic answer, none of that. Me watching the joy in people's lives, bro, that I can bring is the biggest flower I could ever get. Like, no BS. Like, I don't, like, there's not no, because I'm on this podcast, on this live. Like, I really appreciate helping and giving back to others, just to just to see that moment of life in them. Like, dang, like, what did I do to deserve this? Like,
you definitely gave it to me that day. You gave it to me.
And hoping, yeah, bro. It's just like, now it makes you be like, look, I want to go back next year. I'm gonna hey, bro, I got somebody else that want to come hoop, or, bro, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, it just gives you that power, that feeling. Me watching myself be able to give you that power and that glory and everything. That's big for me. That's my flowers. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, that's my flowers. Giving back is my flowers, bro. I know what it's like to not to have support and all that stuff. So me giving back, I couldn't ask for anything more, bro, than to bring this my people together and see them prosper and smile and have good vibes and have good times again. That's why I made it a weekend. I could have did one day and a lot less money. I'm saying I made it a weekend because I enjoyed watching them people come in, bro, and like really enjoy themselves. Like, people enjoyed themselves. Like, it was no bickering, no arguing. Like, people legit was, the kids was walking around the concession stand, they shaking each other's hand, they just sitting, and you watch real life enjoyment. That's my flowers. I'm not gonna lie to
y'all. And I want to be a part of it too. Like, this upcoming event, like, I want you to use me, bro. Like the conversation we had when you was telling me, like, you appreciate everything I do, and I told you what I do would be possible without guys like you leading the way, because y'all give me that confidence to do different things. Like, I tell people, it's easier to go stand on the block. It's easier to be walking around guns, but it's hard. It's harder to have that mindset of, I guess you could say, being an outcast, of wanting to do something different. And to see that y'all guys are still accepted, y'all still cool, y'all still, got a voice in the city and got a name in the city, it makes me say I could do this too. So I just want to let y'all know, man, I wouldn't be doing half the thing I'd be doing if it wasn't y'all putting that confidence in me and just watching how y'all move and how y'all work.
Appreciate that. All right, our closing remarks, man. Y'all close out with, what do you have, like, what advice could you give any aspiring youth or even adults that want to do the things that you guys do, by giving back to the city or giving back to their communities? Like, what advice do you have for those kind of people?
I go first. Well, the advice that I would give anybody is trust God. Because it's not gonna be easy. It's not, you're gonna lose. The first time, always understand, when you're the leader, you're gonna always lose first. You're gonna be the first loser at all times. People are gonna not understand it. People are going to doubt it. People are going to talk bad about it. You're going to lose family members. You're going to lose friends. You're going to lose a lot of things on this journey. This is not for the weak-hearted. This is not a journey for the weak-hearted. Being the person that you are, everybody is going to tell you, or you may have somebody that may have more power than you, and he's going to try to shun everything that you do. Every time you do something, it's going to be like, oh man, he do that for this reason, or he got this going on for that reason, or he just care about himself, or whatever the case may be. So even in the midst of that, you got to keep churning. You got to keep going. It's a journey. It's not, like I say, it gets scary sometimes because you just don't know. You don't know where you're going to end up. You could end up broke. You could end up homeless. You could end up sick in the hospital. You could end up a lot of things with being a leader and being an influence in your community, because a lot of people don't like when you create and change. So what I would tell you is, like I say, my number one thing is trust God. And Kiefer has gave me something that now I'm understanding more is more God. So trust God and more God. And you do those two things and the sky's the limit for you.
I could go. I got two things really. The first thing is it's okay to fail. Meaning, like Rashad said, you're gonna lose, you're gonna take some L's, but that's okay. You just gotta be willing to get back up and keep pushing. Because if you stop, it's like everything went in vain. Those lessons from when you failed, you didn't get back up and add on and build to what something could be in the future. It probably was just a small change that you needed to make. So it's okay to fail. The second one is take those good moments and help you get through those hard moments. And that was something that I had to learn from when I was campaigning. I may have some good days when I'm out there and everybody want to hear my message and I got people rocking with me, but I might have some days where it's get off my porch. I don't care about that politics stuff. And you know what I'm saying? But I had to take those good days to push me and help to continue to get me through those bad days.
That's you two guys. Y'all done said a mouthful, man. Good thing, Kenny. Good thing, big bro. Tay. It's all about, man, trusting God though. At the end of the day, like I say, we all fall down, but it's how we get back up. And when you believe in God, like I said, at the end of the day, anything is possible, man. So, like this weekend, I'll be hosting a Thanksgiving basketball event for the grammar schoolers, because I went back to where we started from. We all started at the grammar school level. And so this weekend, it'll be about the grammar school boys and girls. I shoot there. Tay got the flyer. Tay team playing in Valley No, so that's what I love about him. When I call him, he never say no. I give y'all the flyer. Y'all welcome to come. And I got the Jesse White Tunnels coming out on Saturday at Saint Sabina. So it's gonna be a nice event for the kids this weekend.
That's dope.
All right, man. I really appreciate this. Is a dope, inspirational panel, bro. I wish we could have got everybody on, but this panel was like almost pulling teeth because everybody do so much in the community. I know, people like Dank was in the gym, McKinley out of town. He doing his business out of town and everything. So it was a hard panel to try to get everybody on. So
no
at the end of the day,
disrespect.
man, this is a really great inspirational panel. And I appreciate you guys, man. Kenny,
Hey.
I'm gonna tell you this: if you playing that celebrity game, I didn't got 4 people that say they win an MVP. I'm just letting you know, bro. I'm getting back in shape, bro. I got 4 people that said, cause I'm doing an adult class at the Park District, like a little fitness class. So I'm like, yeah, if I'm doing a fitness class starting in January. I know I started back working out, getting back in shape. Yeah, I'm doing adult fitness class in January, bro. I'm getting that, bro, because I'm winning that MVP this year.
I said the same thing, man. I'd have gained a lot of weight. It's time to get back in shape, man.
Facts. Well, I'm always been fat, so I can't.
Rashad said he playing in the All-Star game. I mean, in the celebrity game. Y'all know.
No, I'm working on it. But no, man, hey, Tay, for real though, and there's no disrespect to nobody that wasn't here. Like these are the people that God wanted to be here.
No, facts.
These are the people that God wanted to be here. Like for whatever reason it was. This are the 4 people that he wanted to get what he needs to get out. And Kenny, man, like I'm telling you, like, bro, you're gonna be the mayor. You're gonna be the mayor of the city. Same thing you told me I said for Keith, I'm telling you this now. You're gonna be the mayor of the city with dreads, all of that. Nobody's gonna be able to stop. It's ordained on you, bro. You was the youngest person to ever run for office. The youngest person, bro. So you're gonna be mayor, and Larry, bro, like I told you, it's coming for you, bro. Whatever you asking him for, and I'm just telling you what he's telling me to tell y'all. Like, bro, whatever you asking for, bro, it's already there. He's just waiting on you to ask.
Yes, sir.
You just ask. You feel me? So you gotta ask him, and you gotta be sincere in what you asking, and you gotta be direct in what you asking him. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not telling y'all I'm not perfect, bro. I'm not a perfect person. I get people tell me all the time, like, bro, you do this, you do this. Man, I curse, I do all of that.
Mhm.
I fall short all the time. Like, but I just know who saved me. You feel me? And I'll never be ashamed. Like even when I fall short, I never feel ashamed not to tell people about him. So it's like, bro, these people that's supposed to be on here is on here. But what I would tell you is, don't let this be the last time. Like, bro, we gotta. That's what the people that you had on the previous panel, man, all the guys, the Keon, the Robs, all them people, bro. We need to go sit down and have a dinner. No phones, no nothing, bro, and have a serious conversation. Because at the end of the day, in some capacity, we affect the city in some way.
Mm-hmm.
And if we all divided, if I'm at Kenwood and Rob at Simeon and I'm not messing with Rob because he at Simeon, I'm at Kenwood, we divided. So we got to change that. Like that's the next thing I feel like I want to play a role with you before this All-Star game. Bro, let's have a lunch. Let's go have a dinner. Man, let's go to the bar, whatever. For me, I drink wine, but like whatever, bro. We can do that. Like, let's have a conversation because you know the crazy thing about it is Larry need to know them people. Kenny need to know them people, and they need to know them. So then, you never know. He like what he said. He having grammar school games. My fault. That's Kiefer calling. But he having grammar school games, and what better situation? They know grammar schools, so they could call and be like, "Man, go play in this tournament."
Facts.
And he had one of the biggest grammar school tournaments in the city. That's what it's about. So that's what I'm saying, like, bro. That's the next thing I want to do. When it turned 20, if God allow me to be able to see 2022, bro, I want to have a lunch. I don't think people have games January the 2nd. I want to sit down. Like if y'all know somewhere, Kenny, Larry, if you know a place where we can just go get the place, bro, get some food. Everybody sit down. Like it ain't no you from Inglewood, I'm from over east, you from over this. No, you're an influencer. Let's have the talk. Like no cameras, nobody recording us. Just have real life because that's what they used to do back in the day. In slavery days, they used to have meetings together to discuss what they was trying to do to change. That's what we got to do. That's how we change the city, bro. We need no damn cameras. We don't need nobody to tell us, oh yeah, y'all did a good job. Like, no, we gotta affect it how we affect it. And that's what I'm on. Like I'm on change. I'm about change. So Larry, if you whatever you need from me, bro, I never met you. But whatever you need from me, even if it's like, man, just pull up. I'm gonna be there.
Appreciate
Kenny
that.
was saying, like, bro, I sit on the phone with you 2, 3, 4 hours. Won't say nothing. Just listen.
Well, guess what? You're gonna meet him Friday, because guess where you gotta go Friday, sir.
How Joshua play Friday?
Yes, sir.
First of all, you gotta run 1-4 low for my son.
Bro, he don't even want to shoot the ball.
He sure don't be want to shoot, be tweak. But next Friday, he needs 17 1-4 lows, all ISOs, like James Harden.
Bro,
You ain't gonna score. He ain't gonna have no points. But I just need to see him with the ball 17 times. No, I'm just playing.
Bro, he wouldn't even want to, I'm hollering at him, shoot! This nigga didn't pass the ball. Oh my God.
Shoot that thing at all, bro. But yeah, man, I just wanted to say that, man. I love y'all, bro. I'm gonna continuously pray for y'all. Larry, you a brother now. And man, let's just keep building, bro.
Most deaf.
So,
Facts. Speaking of cameraman, next week I got all exclusive behind the scenes, behind the cameras podcast, man. We're gonna have Hoop Vibes, we're gonna have Young Ballers TV, One Tap. Who else we gonna have? Young Ballers, Exposure Official. We're gonna have all the behind the scenes, but they're gonna let y'all know how they be feeling about y'all missing these layups and these turnovers in these games.
Wow, that's gonna be a dope podcast, bro.
And then we got so this is a big podcast, right? My December 6th podcast is gonna change a lot, bro. Like I don't think people I've really put some work. Like I had to put some work in getting y'all together because again, y'all got a busy schedule. But this podcast on December 6th, I really had to do some work. Because if anybody know about the AU circuit, that's almost like gang wars. So to get all these dudes to be on the panel together was big.
Facts. YB. Shout out to YB, man. Shout out to Hoop Vibes, bro. Shout out to all of them, bro.
Hoop Vibes won. He one of the people that said he won MVP too, by the way. Kendall said he won it. I'm winning MVP. Him and Hot Rod. Rodney said he won MVP.
oh man, Hot Rod was on my team. That man crazy. Hot Rod was putting them up, man.
I'm coaching, bro. I'm coaching. I want to coach Kenny team because my boy gonna win MVP. He's shooting that one every time. Kenny, you gotta shoot it every time, bro. You don't shoot it, you sub. You get subbed out. Larry, you playing?
Larry, you playing? You gonna play in the celebrity game?
You gonna coach?
I coach, yeah, I coach. But I'm
I'm coaching against Larry in the celebrity game.
Well, let me get Kenny then.
Oh my God!
I gotta get back in shape, man.
I gotta get
Kenny. Hey, Kenny, it ain't gonna take long, baby boy.
So unfortunately, y'all, one of y'all got to be assistant. Somebody already asked to be a head coach for the celebrity game.
Well, I'll be assistant. I'm gonna end up coaching the team anyway, because pretty sure whoever's gonna be the head coach is not gonna be really trying to coach.
Yeah, no, but no, I think Bree gonna try to coach.
Yeah,
Bree definitely want to coach.
We'll see what back. Larry, we're gonna coach the team together, bro.
Whatever, how you want to do it, bro? We can do
it. You gotta be in shape, Kenny, because we doing 40 minutes of hell.
For sure, I got you.
You're not playing, bro. So I got you. But yeah, my wife keep walking to the stairs. I guess it's time for me to eat, man. I love y'all, man.
Love you too,
bro.
I
appreciate all y'all, man.
All right, I'll see y'all this weekend, man.
All right,
I'm gonna pull up too.
Man. Bet.